What up? Let's see who we get angry today with some facts. So currently right now in China, there's a lot of people who are in love with Tesla over the competing market, like the original EVs that come from China, like BYD. People seem to be really taking to the Tesla brand a lot more. I wonder why. I mean, they already have their own brand over there in China, which some people do love, but they love Tesla so much more. Right now, they currently have the Cybertruck on display in China, even though the Cybertruck is not actually road legal to be driven around currently because of size. And, there's a bunch of rules about how big a car can be on a certain street in China because it's very congested over there. It's very different. You can't even drive a regular pickup truck through the majority of the city. There's only certain places where you can have pickup trucks, specifically on like work sites, construction zones, things like that. But you cannot just drive a regular size, Ram pickup truck or Ford F-150 through any certain city in China just like that. But right now, they currently have the Cybertruck on display in certain cities in China. And it makes you wonder, I wonder why they have a car on display that can't even be driven there. Well, I can only assume there's probably going to be an opportunity for Tesla to make a smaller size Cybertruck, which they'll be able to offer other parts of the world, because you can't just drive pickup trucks in all parts of the world. Certain cities don't have the build out for massive trucks, just smaller cars. So if this could be a new opportunity for Tesla to make a brand new, smaller Cybertruck, it's like a mini Cyber.
And I'd say, broadly, the picture here is the future is really electric vehicles, right? We already know that.
And that's why I'm buying more Tesla stock every month, because Tesla is the leader in EVs and also leading in artificial intelligence. A lot of people will say otherwise, but the facts don't care about your feelings. These are real data points. And to be honest, I can tell people to buy Tesla, but I can't tell people what to do. But what I can say is, hey, I'm buying Tesla every single month. I'm going to continue to purchase because I know it's going to be very valuable in the long run. And years from now, I won't regret it for the fact that I'm getting in before the prices skyrocket to a place where most people won't even decide to get into the stock. And in other news, Ford is starting to give out complimentary EV adapters to their customers because they're starting to see the trend is coming, moving closer to electric vehicles. And in the future, Ford is going to actually have the Tesla North American standing charger be part of the Ford truck itself. They're not going to be using any other charger station but Tesla. So as you can see, other car companies are falling in line right now, making sure that they have the Tesla North American charging standard be part of their cars, because clearly it's just the best way to charge your automobile. I mean, not your automobile, your EV. The Tesla North American charging stations, they're just the best. There's just no comparison to them at all. Like there's a charger, Electrify America. A lot of people are complaining about it, saying it doesn't work and it's not reliable, blah, blah, blah. But whenever people use the Tesla charger, it seems to be like night and day. It works, it does the job, and it gets it done a lot faster, and it's always predictable that it's going to do what they're looking for. Now, of course, I'm sure there's some of them that may be slower, blah, 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 but that's like a gas pump where, whoever uses a gas pump knows some of them go really, really, really slow, and it can be very annoying. I mean, even though it doesn't take as long as a charger, but still, just the idea that your gas pump is going about 4 seconds slower than one that it normally is, it can be a little tedious, so. And finally, Neuralink. Yeah, they finally had their first human trial where they put the chip inside of a person. Typically, Neuralink is to help people who have lost connection between their brain and their body. Check out this little clip from Elon.
And the initial devices will really just be pretty basic. It'll be about restoring functionality to people who've lost their connection between their brain and their body. So you can imagine, like, if, say, Stephen Hawking could talk or communicate as fast as somebody with a fully functioning body. That would be amazing. So that's like what we're trying to do. That's our first application, is to restore functionality to quadriplegics, tetraplegics, and people who've just, for whatever reason, no longer have a connection between, or a limited connection between their brain and their body. And then the second application would be restoration of eyesight. So if somebody's gone completely blind, maybe even just lost the optic nerve, you can actually still directly stimulate the neurons in the visual part of the cortex. So you can give direct vision to the brain. In fact, you could actually, depending upon what cameras you use, you can actually see in different wavelengths.
Yeah, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, heck no, I'm never going to put no chip in my brain. But yeah, that makes sense to a person who functions regularly, but to a person who lost, connection to their legs due to an accident, or a person who lost their eyesight, whatever, this is going to be an opportunity for people like them to be able to have a functioning body just the way that you and I do. And this is a very big step for science and for mankind, honestly. I mean, hey, who's to say that I won't get a Neuralink chip in my brain in the future? I mean, it allows you to text a whole lot faster. You can operate things like your computer and not have to use your hands. You can just look at it and make things operate. Play video games? Who knows? It's endless. I mean, I may be crazy, but there's going to be a time in the future where people are just doing this. People who have no lack of body control will just be entering into the programs to put a Neuralink inside their brain. Well, that'd be enough information for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Keep tuning in, and I'll keep updating you guys on what's going on in the automotive industry and where the future is with technology. See you tomorrow.